Whenever I look at an underperforming campaign, one of the first stops I always make is to look at the landing page performance to see what's going wrong. Now, I'm often asked what makes a good landing page. Now, there's no definitive one-word answer to that, but there are certain things that people should do as regular practice to make sure that your landing page is performing as it should be. The first one is the layout. The hero image in particular is vital real estate for your users. The CTA should be really clear in what you want them to do, and it not necessarily the picture, whether it's high definition or what it is in the background. It's more to do with having the CTA message and the CTA buttons perfectly coordinated within the hero image to try and get them to perform the action quickly. Make sure the copy is compelling on the landing page. People have typed something into Google is the usual route that they've arrived at that point. Want an answer to something, and you should provide that still. Even though you want them to perform a certain action, make sure the landing page has compelling copy that answers the question that potentially could have been asked. CTAs as you go down the page, if they've started to read further down the page, there's a likelihood they're interested, because people, if anyone's ever used Hotjar, people do not tend to go down landing pages very often, or not very far, and not for very long. So if they're spent time reading the content that you put on the page, make sure that there are CTAs as they go, CTA buttons, whatever action you want them to perform, to save the user having to go back to the top to perform that action if they are interested. Very important one is mobile performance. Got to make sure that the mobile performance looks good. 52% of Q1 Google users came from mobile, so it's vitally important that your mobile look is spot on. And following on to that is the loading speed of the page. Completely and utterly vital. If a loading page, if the loading speed of a page is very low, users just won't even allow it to load. They'll click off, and then that's it. You've lost them forever. Streamline content as well. Not only should you have compelling content, it should be to the point, and it should be what they're after. Don't just stuff a landing page full with things that aren't going to help you get that conversion through the door. And finally, testing. A landing page isn't one job and done, and that's it. You leave it and just let it perform. You're always tweaking things like font size, loading speeds, messaging in the hero image itself. It all makes a difference, and you shouldn't test too many things at once. Test one, see if it improves. Test two, see if it improves, and incrementally improve that landing page until you've got the optimal performing landing page.